Good morning, everybody. Low pressure down in, well, there's kind of two little waves, one in Oklahoma, one in northeast Texas, and that's the dominant one. There is some cloud cover, of course, extending into the Ozarks, but this low is primarily going to drop southeast today, and so the chance of rain is really slim. Maybe a few showers in northwest Arkansas this morning. Now, it doesn't look as impressive until you get up into Iowa, but our focus is turned to the northwest. There's a little area of low pressure. You could say up here, and maybe in southwest Iowa, and then a cold front dropping south. And that's going to head into the Ozarks by later this afternoon. Now, the air's still really dry. Surface moisture, anyway, gets better out in Kansas and Oklahoma. So some of that moisture is going to come up ahead of the cold front, kind of like this, and still not very great moisture through the depth of the atmosphere. So I'm not expecting much rain, but there could be a couple of sprinkles. So clouds are going to play a role today, but I think we'll get into the 60s pretty well area wide. Maybe the warmest temps just ahead of the front, and we could see 70 degrees in a few spots. But notice the front starts getting into our counties by early afternoon. You'll see the impact of that here in a second. Springfield probably 4 o'clock or so, and then maybe closer to 6 out in Kabul, down to Harrison, and so on. But it will continue south through the night. There is the chance, you'll notice just the few green blips there, a chance for a few showers behind the front just a bit as some upper energy moves through. But then we're going to see a north wind kick in. Maybe some cloud cover to start the day tomorrow in spots, but it will be chilly. Now, here is the forecast for Springfield today. We're still looking at mid and probably upper 60s. That 67 looks about right. There is going to be a good deal of cloud cover early on. Moisture for us, remember the dew point in the 50s just west of us, doesn't get quite that high here, although it does get better. And then you've got the wind, not a big issue until the front comes in. So again, around 4 o'clock, and notice the wind speed increasing as we head to evening. And in fact, it may be in the 25 to as high as 30 range overnight tonight, so the temperature will begin to drop. And then as far as the possibility of precipitation, it's not great. We may see a couple sprinkles along the front, but it's not going to be much. So the temps today running up into the 60s, and it depends on sunshine. Cloud cover may linger longer in our southeast counties, but then watch like Warsaw. There's 1 o'clock. And by 4, you're in the 50s. That'll be true for Osceola, Appleton City, maybe Hermitage, Versailles, and then the cooling continues to press south. By tomorrow morning, we will be in the 30s, and then we're going to warm up into the 50s tomorrow as the clouds decrease, and thankfully the wind dies down. And oh yeah, the wind chill tomorrow morning, 20s, maybe even a couple of upper teens briefly, and oh, it's going to feel chilly if you're out and about in the morning. Now, looking ahead, here's tomorrow night. Low pressure in Colorado, and it will rapidly strengthen Saturday night and Sunday. Moisture still looks to be pretty minimal. You notice there's better moisture in the high plains. There may be some severe weather kind of out in the central Kansas, maybe northern Texas and Oklahoma areas, but it will not be here. In fact, I don't expect any rain until after dark, and even then, it may be very scattered. So it really looks like Monday, our best chance of rain may end up being over the eastern counties where the moisture is a little bit better. Models kind of backed off on the idea of widespread rain, and you can see that reflected now in that 7-day rain. Far less on the west side than the potential for some heavier downpours in the east. In any case, no severe weather expected due to a lack of unstable air. Temps today in the 60s, 50s tomorrow, 60s and windy again Sunday. Could see some gusts in western Missouri, about 40 miles an hour late Sunday and area wide on Monday. A big drop Tuesday, and then a warm up for the end of the week.